Some killers want blood. Some killers want chaos. But Cyanide Mohan wanted something far more disturbing: obedience. He didn't stalk the night with a knife. He didn't roar with rage. He killed quietly, softly, like a man tucking someone into their final sleep. Every victim trusted him. Every victim believed they were stepping into a new life. But Mohan wasn't offering a future. He was offering a coffin. To understand him, you have to go deeper than crime. You have to enter the mind of a man who found godlike power in the simplicity of poison, and convinced himself he was untouchable. This isn't just a story. This is a descent. Hold on. Mohan Kumar grew up in a world that expected quiet obedience, and he obeyed for a while. He wasn't violent as a child. He wasn't monstrous. He was ordinary, painfully ordinary. A boy who blended into rooms so well that even the walls forgot him. But invisibility leaves marks. Years of being overlooked twisted something inside him. It created a hunger, a need to be noticed, to be respected, to be someone. The world didn't give him that, so he decided to take it. A storm was forming long before anyone saw the lightning. Losing his teaching job wasn't just a setback. It was an identity collapse. The good man mask shattered. Behind it was a void, a hollow man with no sense of purpose, and a wounded ego desperate to feel powerful. When a man with a fragile ego decides the world has wronged him, he becomes dangerous. Mohan didn't crumble, he mutated. The teacher died. Something colder took his place. He discovered that affection could be counterfeited, trust could be manufactured, and people, especially lonely women looking for love, were dangerously easy to manipulate. The predator was awake. His mind was a machine, emotionless, precise. He didn't kill out of heartbreak. He didn't kill out of rage. He killed because he could. To Mohan, human beings were not souls. They were problems to solve, locks to open, assets to drain. He believed vulnerability was a flaw. He believed trust was stupidity. He believed that anyone who believed him deserved the consequences. It wasn't madness, it was logic. Cold, sharp, mechanical logic. A human calculator of death. Think about this scene. A woman sits across from him, smiling nervously. She believes she's meeting her future husband. She believes her life is about to begin. He hands her a tablet. He tells her it will help her relax. She swallows it. He watches. No remorse, no hesitation, just calculation. Minutes later, she collapses. Her dreams hit the floor before her body does. Mohan checks for breath, not to save her, but to confirm she's gone. Then he wipes his hands, collects her jewelry, and walks out into the street as calmly as someone leaving a movie theater. Death was never personal to him. It was a transaction. Cyanide isn't a weapon. It's a signature. It's the mark of someone who wants control without noise. Someone who wants death without the human complication of struggle. A knife demands courage. A gun demands aim. Cyanide demands only intention. It is the poison of philosophers, spies, and men who want their victims silent. Mohan didn't want chaos. He wanted order. He wanted predictability. He wanted death to follow a schedule he designed. Poison is the weapon of someone who sees murder not as violence, but as administration. He thought he was invisible. He thought he was smarter than the world. He thought he could keep killing forever, one marriage promise at a time. But patterns always betray their maker. Same promises, same cyanide, same ending. One survivor lived long enough to speak. Her words were enough to bring the entire facade down. Behind Mohan's innocent smile, police found letters, aliases, hotel records, pill packets, and a trail of bodies that stretched across Karnataka like a map of his ego. His downfall wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, almost poetic. The man who believed poison made him untouchable was destroyed by the very silence he relied on. Mohan wasn't a monster born from violence. He wasn't created by trauma. He wasn't shaped by tragedy. He was shaped by emptiness, by entitlement, by a hunger to feel superior, by a belief that life owed him more than he earned. His childhood cracks didn't make him a killer. They simply gave him a reason to justify becoming one. The choice was his, and he chose cyanide. He chose silence. He chose manipulation. He chose murder with the calmness of a man choosing breakfast. What makes Mohan terrifying isn't what he did, it's what he didn't feel while doing it. Cyanide Mohan wasn't the monster under the bed. He was the man sitting next to you at the bus stop, the polite stranger, the soft-spoken suitor, the harmless smile. Evil doesn't always arrive with a scream. Sometimes it walks in wearing a wedding ring and carrying a pill. Remember that, and be careful who you trust, because the deadliest killers are the ones who look ordinary.